Okay, where we last left off, I was supposed to go to a physiotherapist. Haha, just kidding, all canceled. I had to contact my doctor and make him come to the hotel, which I will be paying for, and that's fine because it was worth it. We're seeing a different specialist entirely. TLDR, no, I'm gonna be honest. I know motherfuckers don't read. And I know motherfuckers don't read. Like, you can't see my face, but just know I know motherfuckers don't read. However, in comparison to the United States, the difference is ego, I think, because in the US, they just don't read, period, because bitches don't know how to read, right? Like, it doesn't matter if they go to medical school, your doctor's probably really stupid, and that is just what it is, right? You accept that when you're in the US. In Costa Rica, however, it's an ego thing. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. No, you don't, bitch. No, you don't. Anyways, all my prior doctors that I've seen, Brenes, Akita, Castro, fuck them. Fuck them. None of them actually have been reading, and they're so hard to set up appointments for because one guy was like, this is not my problem, I'm going to send you the other guy. The other guy is like, I only have appointments on Thursday, and I'm packed, and like, okay, that's unhelpful. Like, I'm in agony. And just read my fucking documents. You could see it there where it says I have a fucking lesion. Anyways, and the last guy, I don't really fully blame him. Like, but it's not his specialty. But like, he should have also read because I sent everything. It's there. It's visible. Read. Anyways, point is, we're seeing a different doctor, and it's because I have a lesion. To translate it. For those at home who are trying to keep up what the fuck's going on, okay, so I have a little bit of scoliosis, and it's a little bit because bones are touching each other, which is great, real great. But then I also have three herniated discs. But the third one at the bottom, towards my pelvic bone, it is causing my muscles on my lower back and around my tailbone to perpetually contract as if I have a Charlie horse 24/7. Now, how long has this been happening? We're guessing at the earliest October. However, considering my experience with always being in pain for as long as I can remember, even when I was like 5 years old, and no US doctor, pediatrician, family doctor, even Children's Medical Center in Dallas, none of those motherfuckers actually wanted to check me and would repeatedly say, you're just fat, you're just fat. No, bitch, I was inflamed. If the doctors here are right, and I've had this lesion for decades, we're talking I'm 32 years old and I started experiencing pain when I was 5. Yeah, that means I've had these contracted muscles for decades when I really shouldn't. So my muscles are exhausted, and that's why I'm experiencing pain because they can't uncontract anymore. They're tired. I have sped ran the equivalent of like 80 years of a lifetime in my muscles in about 30 or less. Less. It's like what, 25? 20 24 years. 24 years. I've sped ran the equivalent of 80 and 24, okay? And here's the thing, I don't know when I fractured bones. I don't know when I got the discs, but considering that in high school, I went to multiple medical professionals when both my legs gave out. And they forced me at one point to do a colonoscopy and endoscopy because they thought it was something guttural. Because again, they just think you're fat when you're in the US, when in reality you're just inflamed. You are swollen, you were in agony, right? They didn't find shit. Shout out to Children's Medical Center in Dallas once again for not doing their fucking jobs, those bitches. Anyways, assuming that was when I started developing the discs and the fractures, that's still from about 2010 until now, where I've had repeated injury, repeated use, and just not known, right? Because how the fuck would I know? I even like went to medical school and I did a whole bunch of like I've done so much shit, guys. I'm tired. Point is, at some point after my mom dies, or even like in the 3 years before she dies, I end up getting a lesion and I just don't realize it because caregiver syndrome causes your body to develop adrenaline constantly, and adrenaline is a natural pain suppressant, right? So, assuming I get the lesion at a minimum 3 years ago, at a maximum in October, when I'm in Costa Rica, I fully relax and my body just goes. Regardless, yeah, I'm in agony, and I can't fix it. In the past, where one could have taken like a Tylenol and raise your legs up and relax. Like, no, we can't do that anymore. Like, before, the natural fractures and slip discs of time would undo themselves as they do. But no, I've kind of hit a point where it's like, we're cooked. We're cooked. And I think, I've been saying it for a while now, I need surgery, but my dad's scared. He's scared of it. And everyone's worried because my polycystic metabolic ovarian syndrome, aka formerly polycystic ovarian syndrome. Did I say it right? Polycystic metabolic. PMOS. Point is, that shit caused me to have diabetes, which is not your type 1, your type 2, which is insulin resistance. And it's because, obviously, if my nerves are sliding out of my body, my thyroid is not going to talk to my ovary, and my ovary is going to overproduce testosterone, which will be converted into estrogen. For those at home who don't know anything about that, it'll be forced to turn into estrogen and then just start wreaking havoc, right? So in my case, my ovary and my thyroid, well, mostly my ovary because my thyroid appears to be fine, which is an interesting side note, but my ovaries, because of the location of where they are, they just started attacking my liver, which is fun, and that's why I have insulin resistance. Woo! Liver's fine, by the way. We've gotten better. We got treated, pretty much we caught it in time. Like, I developed type 2 last year at some point, probably, and we caught it, like, January, months, not even a year after. So we're good. We're good. You know, we're getting treatment. But, yo, if I cut myself, and it takes really long time to heal, imagine going in and cutting open a hole to deal with a hole in my spine. And also, if I do have a lesion, that also means that I might have all sorts of bullshit, which is getting worse because of the insulin, right? Like, fuck, man. I'm kind of in a... I've been backed into a corner very literally, and I can't even sit in the corner properly because I'm in agony. Just to give you guys an idea, I stay in a hotel room. There's a desk not even 20 feet away from me. I would less than that. I'm sitting on the bed. The bed is less than 20 feet away from the bathroom. Like, any other person, it would be like 5 or 6 steps, right? This morning, it took me 3 hours to go from the chair to the bed to the bathroom, to then use the bathroom, only to realize I could not clean myself. So then I struggled to get into the shower, and I proceeded to boil myself, more or less, for about 15 minutes straight before switching to the equivalent of 32 degrees. Like, I debated rubbing ice on my body, and I mixed Epsom salt with body wash in order to help my muscles fucking relax. So, yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to see the specialist in the evening, and then we're going to see what we do, because I've been saying it for a while now. Like, I'm okay with getting surgery, whatever. Legally speaking, I'll be disabled in the United States, but I'm not going to report it because I would like to have an income. Look that up if you don't know. And yeah, I'm just gonna have metal in my back at some point, and hopefully, from today into tomorrow, and then whatever time I need for the surgery, because I'm like 99.9% sure that it's gonna be surgery based at this point. My body doesn't contract and cause permanent paralysis from the waist down and or from the mid diaphragm down, which is fun for me. Woo! I'm so tired. I'm talking normally now, but I can't even make noises when it happens because my body contracts, and when it contracts, it also contracts my lungs and my ability to breathe. So it's like... I don't know what to do, guys. I'd rather be cut open and shoved metal in me and hope everything works out, and if I die, I die, than live like this. It's just so much pain. Yeah. That's the update. Talk to you later.